At the treeless heart of summer, there's a crevice darted with nests in a cup of volcanic glass. The piano wings of vultures tilt through a creosote playground. Once I saw cliff rows in winter by a frozen creek where an owl treasured carrion in the snow. Under the swift razor of ice, miles of pinyons and cedars shuddered for an ordinary spring wind, a last flake of snow, a slender hawk attending to hummingbirds in an explosion of primrose. I can't find my balance in the talus. Playa, bajada, decomposed granite. The new pack bites my hips and shoulders. Fishhook, teddy bear choya, Mojave claret cup. A scouting raven spots me and croaks once. Half-dead chamisa drills into weathered schist, and staghorns rot upright, leaving bundles of hollow stems. A lone thanapipla sings in the althorn. My boots crunch across caliche, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. A fly lights in the sweat on my forehead. Chert flakes and fire-cracked rocks mark a cahuilla site. A spring must be close by. 5 black-throated sparrows whistle in the smoke trees. Beaver-tail cactus glow purple with glaucids in a low stone circle. The creosote here wears spiky round galls, and wind makes the lower branches sweep curved scars in the arroyo's white sand. The sun falls behind the granite peaks of Buck Ridge. Next to a salt and pepper boulder, there's an old ocotillo, its base at least a foot through, that divides all at once into 50 spiked branches. I drop the pack and cook the soup and roll out my bed. A half-moon backlights whorls of dime-sized leaves. Green pith glints through the bark like flesh through a scab. At dawn, a house sparrow calls from the topmost raceme, and ice crystals rattle in my jug. 2 potsherds rest in the white sand by my bed, domestic grayware with thumbnail ridges. A luna moth drinks water from my cup. The desert sky is bright with moonlight, the Big Dipper held high in his kingly throne. Geometric imperfections in the cliff faces carve sharp silhouettes into the thick navy sea. A raven perches on a scraggly old juniper tree, proud and omniscient, releasing an ancient sound. The moonlight colors the vibrant rock in muted grayscale, letting smooth black scorpions hide in rough red sands. Dry wind through the canyon lifts the scent off sagebrush, gently drying the moisture from my eyes and my skin. The Big Dipper pours stars suspended in a slurry of moonlight, dripping off of watercolor clouds into the muddy rivers. The moonlight illuminates the fields and forests. The Big Dipper droops and lazes on the horizon. Ancient mountains have been smoothed by eons, whittled down to cushions softly meeting the sea. Crows crowd amongst the branches of an oak tree, squabbling and hopping, squawking with childish noise. Moonlight flattens the endless rolling green to a single plain, disguising skunks trotting through the rotting milkweed. The wet wind blows over the hills, carrying the smell of mulch, growing heavier in my lungs with each and every inhale. The starlight sits stagnant, shining over cotton candy clouds. He has set down the ladle. The Big Dipper is in the wrong place.